You weren't licking that, were you? Are you licking this? Whoa. Is this a little wet? I hope not. I really hope not, Rooney. I'm not supposed to take your cone off. Don't make me look bad. We've had this grapevine in our backyard. It wasn't doing much for a few years, and then it started to grow across this light wire up here. And it was getting more sun, and so therefore it was a little happier. We had 2 years in a row, last year and the year before, where the grapevine got mold. And apparently this is very, very common. You have to head it off very quickly. And you just do that by getting a fungicide. There are organic options out there. Of course, that's what I would recommend for something like a grapevine because you're eating them. We really headed off this year and we have the grapes to show for it. And this is after we've already harvested pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of grapes. Let me tell you, this is prolific, and it's starting to become a problem because they're falling either by themselves or because squirrels and birds and even raccoons were in our yard the other night are coming to harvest these things, and they're making a huge mess, a sticky mess all over the place and attracting flies and bugs and stuff. So that's something to consider if you're thinking about growing a grapevine. You got to be ready to harvest them all and deal with them because they all get ripe at the same time, and you have no idea how many grapes you're going to get. So obviously we thought, what are we going to do with all these grapes? And we decided to make grape jelly because I'm American and I basically eat peanut butter and jelly at least 3 times a week. Yes. We washed, moved all the stems. Now we're weighing it. We've got 3.5 pounds per the recipe. 3.5 pounds of grapes, 7 pounds of sugar. Makes sense. So we have to crush these grapes, and we don't have a potato masher because I don't know why. So I have here a muddler, and I think this is probably gonna take way too long, but let's just see. Do you think this is working fast enough? Do you think we need to do something different?
I don't know.
We're gonna try this. Very appropriate name.
Yeah, when I cook, I just use whatever it's like.
That's what we have. The bottle is good. Maybe I should use that for potato mashing too. Actually, I use the KitchenAid mixer. Okay. Then we add the water and we boil it. We added 1 cup total, which was like 1/2 cup per 3.5 pounds of grapes. So it's really not that much, and now we're supposed to bring it to a boil. Okay, that's boiling. Reduce heat to low. And simmer for 10 minutes. Okay. So after I boiled this is what I was left with. And now I'm supposed to extract the juice. And it doesn't say any more about how to do that other than just extract the juice. So I am going to use this contraption I just made, consisting of a large pot, a wire colander or a mesh sieve, I think is another word for that, and then a larger hold colander, which I feel like I'll be able to smush the grapes down into. Maybe. Oh God. I definitely got some of that on the floor. She's awake. She's awake and I gotta go. So we've just poured the juice through a double layered cheesecloth and we are preparing to boil it with some sugar and then also add in pectin. Kosher, of course. Perfection. We're doubling the recipe. And that means we're gonna add 14 cups of sugar. Boil that. That's gonna get boiled. And meanwhile, I'm gonna figure out this pectin situation. It says we need a packet per 3.5 cups of grapes and 7 cups of sugar, which is exactly what we did. I'm gonna put in the pectin. Putting in almost 2 containers. Not quite. Okay, that's good. Oop. And then mix that in and let it boil for a minute. Still not boiling. Still not awake. Scooping off the foam. The jar is ready to go. The special funnel. Okay, so we're filling that up.
How much?
Let's go like, I mean, I think we should kind of go up to like maybe here, like leave a little bit of space.
Like that?
Yeah, let's leave it a little bit of space. I think that's good. If you guys don't know, this is how you can things. First you have to sterilize all these, which I did in the dishwasher. And then you put this on there and you screw this on top nice and tight. When it's screwed on tighter, just can't do it while I'm filming. And then we're gonna drop each of these into the hot water bath for 5 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just as our jars were processing in their hot water bath to seal them, little Miss Eden woke up and I am now feeding her. But Sri is gonna finish up and I will show you the finished product.